All right, so some quick things that I want to talk about from today's match. First of all, the time was like 5:30, and geez, that was not that was way too early for me. But I got up, got it out the way, and all right, back to the match. So some quick things I'm going to talk about today is Ronaldo. The first half he had a good game, but throughout the game you could notice that I really think something is wrong with him because he was struggling to score, struggling, and then he had the open goal and he just he had the ball down, and it looked like he headed it out away from goal. And I don't know, maybe he raised his hands up looking at Benzema like, dude, you were in the way or something. But I was like, whoa. But he eventually ended up scoring late in the game to help Madrid make it 2-0 and go to the final. And another thing I want to talk about is the combination of Lucas Vasquez and Danny Carvajal. Hope I didn't mess his name up. But I believe that's a very solid attack defense duo, because if Danny pushes up, Vasquez is always going to cover him from the back one way or the other. There's that good backtracking that I love from Vasquez, and that I just want to highlight that because I love the connection they have. And they're both Castilla graduates, and I also love seeing Castilla graduates start every now and then in the Madrid XI. From there's also Nacho, there's Dani, there's Morata, and there's Vasquez. That's four since the days of Mourinho, where I think we only had like two main starters in Iker and Arbeloa. Then everybody else was exports. But you got to give credit to Club America. I mean, they started off this game right, ready to go with the high-end pressing, with the high pressing. They were forcing some mistakes and they're forcing a lot of back passes, and they were pushing up. But again, all players didn't just cower and bend over and let that happen. They were also pushing and pressing, especially the front three. I mean, this is probably one of the first or few times this season that our front three has actually pressed up together as a unit and not individually, where it's just one guy running back and forth chasing passes that he's never gonna catch. But I love the the back and forth of the pressing. Both teams, just letting each other know, hey, we're on our toes, we're ready to go. But later on in the game, Club America's pressing did eventually just cool down, and they weren't so eager to press as hard as they were doing in the first half. But I also want to point out the fact that I think we've had more through balls in this game and defense splitting passes, especially leading up to Benzema's goal with the nice assist on Cruz straight up. I believe we need more of those kind of passes and less of the countless crossing that this team tends to do when it's like, oh, we're out of ideas, so let's just send everything with the fullbacks and everybody go in the middle and we cross, and then let's hope something sticks and we get a goal out of this or something. But I believe we need to see more of those penetrating passes and penetrating runs that are also being picked up by our midfielders, and less of the crossing, and because that is like the most easiest thing to defend across. All you have to do is just jump up and clear it out, unless it's a perfectly timed cross and there's somebody else in space that's ready to just latch onto it and finish. But other than that, in most cases throughout the season and last season, and I think towards the end of Ancelotti's time in Madrid, most of the crosses that we sent in have been cleared out. Even I think was it AS or Marca, they put out an article saying, look, these guys are crossing too much, what's going on? Where are the penetrating passes? The ones that cut through from the middle. We do not have enough of those. I believe we need more of that. And then I'm gonna end it here today. And if you like what I'm doing, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you.